It's okay, Daddy, we can leave. Those were the words that gutted him. Ethan Cole, Billionaire CEO, feared almost nothing, except disappointing the little girl holding his hand. But tonight, he had. And he knew it the moment Lily tugged at his sleeve, her small voice trembling though she tried to sound brave. The restaurant buzzed with quiet murmurs and clinking glasses, the kind of place where people booked months in advance and wore confidence like a second skin. Ethan had planned this evening for weeks. Not for himself, but for Lily. Her mother had walked out 2 years ago, leaving a hollow in Lily's life that Ethan had spent every day trying to fill. Tonight was their first, fancy daddy-daughter date, something Lily had always dreamed of. She even wore a sparkly blue dress she'd been saving. But the moment they walked in, whispers followed. "That's him, CEO of Cole Dynamics, did you hear what the tabloids said last week? Money can't buy class." Ethan ignored it, he was used to being the subject of gossip. But Lily wasn't. She shrank closer to him, her smile fading. And when a woman at the next table openly sneered at Lily's secondhand shoes, something inside his daughter broke. So she said those words. "Daddy, it's okay, we can leave." She meant it, she wanted to protect him from embarrassment. But she didn't know those whispers weren't about her, they were about him. Ethan dropped to one knee beside her chair, lifting her chin gently. "Lily, sweetheart, you did nothing wrong. You look perfect." "But they're staring," she whispered. He swallowed. "Then I'll fix it." But before he could stand, a tall woman approached their table. Not just any woman, Ava Sinclair, owner of the restaurant chain, heiress to the Sinclair fortune. A woman who could silence a room without lifting a finger, and tonight, she did exactly that. Her heels clicked against the marble floor as she stopped at their table, her expression sharp but her eyes warm when they fell on Lily. The entire restaurant watched her every move. "Is there a problem here?" she asked, though her question was directed at the room, not Ethan. No one replied. Ava leaned down slightly. "Sweetheart, I love your dress. Blue is my favorite color." Lily blinked. Really? Really?" Ava smiled, the kind of smile that melted tension. Then she turned to Ethan. "Mr. Cole, I apologize for my guests. They forget themselves sometimes." Her gaze swept the room again, icy and commanding. "But I assure you, they won't forget again." The whispers died instantly. Ava motioned to a waiter. "Prepare a private dining room for Mr. Cole and his daughter. And bring the dessert cart." "The whole cart?" Lily gasped. "The whole cart." Ava winked. "Everything looks better when you have chocolate options." For the first time since they arrived, Lily smiled, really smiled. Ethan felt something loosen deep in his chest. They followed Ava to a quiet room draped in soft lights, far from judging eyes. Once Lily settled with a tower of tiny pastries, Ethan and Ava stepped aside. "You didn't have to do that," Ethan said quietly. "I know," she said. "But she needed it, and so did you." He exhaled slowly. "People think I'm untouchable, but Lily feels things deeply. She remembers everything." Ava's voice softened. "Children do. They absorb the world we put them in." Their eyes held for a moment, longer than necessary. Ava studied him with a softness he wasn't used to. "You're a good father, Ethan. She adores you." "Some days I wonder if I'm enough," he admitted. "That's how I know you are." He didn't expect those words to hit so hard. Lily waved at them from across the room, powdered sugar coating her lips. "Daddy, Ava, come try these. They're so good." Ava laughed. "I think we've been summoned." They joined Lily and spent the rest of the evening tasting desserts, telling silly stories, and laughing until Ethan's ribs hurt. For once, nobody watched them with judgment. Nobody whispered. It was just peaceful. But the real change came later. That night, long after Lily fell asleep in the car, Ethan carried her into their penthouse and tucked her into bed. She curled into her pillow, whispering in her sleep, "Daddy stayed, Daddy stayed." His heart twisted. He walked to his office, loosened his tie, and stared out at the city. His world had always been built around deals, deadlines, and empires. But tonight made one thing painfully clear. Lily didn't need a billionaire. She needed a father who protected her, not just from the world, but from the loneliness it created. And Ava, she had seen that instantly. Ethan reached for his phone before he could second-guess himself. He typed a message, hesitated, then hit send. "Ava, thank you. You didn't just save a ruined evening. You reminded me what matters. If you're free tomorrow, I'd like to return the favor." He expected nothing. The reply came within seconds. "Then I'll see you at 7. And Ethan, I'd like to meet Lily again too. He stared at her message, a slow, unstoppable smile pulling at his lips. For the first time in a long time, the future didn't feel like a battlefield he had to conquer. It felt like a beginning he never saw coming. And one that started with 5 small, heartbreaking words. It's okay, Daddy, we can leave. But tomorrow, they wouldn't be leaving. Tomorrow, they would be arriving.